There are lots of things all around us, exciting things that surround us.
But how does it work?
Do you know?
How is it made?
Do you know? Things that go up, things that go down, things that go pop, things that go round, with special cameras to show you inside. It's going to be a big surprise.
But how does it work?
Do you know?
How is it made?
Do you know? Do you know?
Let's find out!
Hello, I'm Maddie, and today I'm finding out about something we might hear every day. They can be loud, they can be quiet, they can be very big and very small. Sometimes we might not be able to see them at all. Do you know what they are? Speakers. We can find speakers in lots of different places, like inside the television, at the train station so we can hear announcements, and there are speakers in headphones so we can listen to music. But how does sound come out of a speaker? Do you know how speakers work? Let's find out. How does it work?
Speakers.
To find out how a speaker works, I've come here to a speaker factory. Look at all these different types of speakers. I'm going to show you what's inside a speaker. Now, you must never play with or take apart a speaker at home, but I've got special permission to show you what's inside. This is David, and it's one of David's jobs to put the different parts of a speaker together. This part here is called the basket, and it's called a basket because it holds all the other parts of a speaker. At the bottom of the basket is the permanent magnet, and it makes the speaker vibrate with the help of an electromagnet, which is powered by electricity. A vibration is like lots of little shakes. If you put your lips together and hum, can you feel that buzzing? That's vibration. Next, something called the spider is added. This makes sure the parts vibrate in the right direction. And finally, David will fix this part into the basket. It's called a cone because it's cone-shaped. But to make sound, all of these speaker parts need to be fitted into a speaker house. This is a speaker house, and David's fitting a slightly smaller basket with all the different parts into this hole. But how do the magnets and the cones work together to make sound? Come with me. When we listen to music, you shouldn't stand too close to a speaker or listen to music too loudly, as it might hurt our ears. Now, when I press play, the music will start. Do you recognise this song? And when I press stop, the music stops. Do you remember what these two big circles are called? That's right, they're cones. But watch what happens to the cones when I play the music. Here we go. Can you see that the cones are moving? The cones are moving because of vibrations. It's the magnets that make the vibrations, and vibrations make sound waves and the sounds that we can hear. But to find out how the magnets and the cones work together to make vibrations, I think we need to take a closer look. Sound waves are how sound travels through the air. Inside a speaker are two magnets, the electromagnet and the permanent magnet. When we turn the speaker on, electricity flows through cables and turns the electromagnet on, which pulls and pushes the permanent magnet, making the cone vibrate very quickly. The vibrations move the air in front of the speaker into lots of sound waves. The sound waves bounce off surfaces, and our ears hear these as sound. When we turn the volume down, the cones vibrate turn the volume up, the cone vibrates more and the sound waves become bigger. And we hear the sound more loudly. That was really interesting, wasn't it? But I think we should see it in action for ourselves. I'm going to use my special camera. And this camera can film in slow motion, which lets us see things that happen really quickly, much slower. But sound waves are invisible. We can't see them. So to understand how the vibrating cone makes the air move in front of it, I'm going to use some green rice. Remember, you mustn't try this on a speaker at home, but I've got special permission so I can show you how the speaker works. When I turn the music on, the magnets will make the cone vibrate, which makes sound waves. So let's see what happens. Look, the vibrations are moving the cone, which makes the rice jiggle around. It's like the rice is dancing to the music. And when I turn the speaker up, the cone vibrates more, but so does the rice. Now there is more air moving away from the speaker, making bigger sound waves, which means the sounds are louder in our ears. That was so much fun. I loved finding out about how a speaker works. What was your favourite part? Can you remember the name of the part that holds the speaker together? That's right, it's called the basket. And did you hear the song I played when I plugged my phone into the speaker? It was the Do You Know theme tune. And did you see the green lights jump around on my special slow motion camera? When I'm at home, I love listening to music on my speakers. And when I switch my disco lights on, I love to dance. I love all the brightly coloured lights. There are lots and lots of colours all around us. But how are there so many colours? Do you know how colour is made? Let's find out. How is it made?
Colour.
To find out how colour is made, I'm going to paint a picture. I've got 3 colours here, red, yellow and blue. What do you think I should paint? I know, let's paint the house. First, let's start with the sky. I'm painting the sky blue. And I think I'll paint the house red. And the windows and door yellow. Ooh, can you hear that? I love the tinkling, swishing sound of my paintbrush in the water glass. Lovely. We call red, yellow and blue primary colours. And we can mix primary colours together to make lots of new colours. Let me show you how. If I put yellow and blue together, what colour it makes? Green! And if I mix red and blue, wow, look, it's made the colour purple. How about red and yellow? What colour do you think it's going to make? That's right, orange. That's my favourite. We've got 3 new colours made by mixing the primary colours together. Green, purple and orange. We call these secondary colours. And now I've got some green to paint the grass. So that's how you mix colours. But how can you separate them? This is a special type of paper called chromatography paper. And it helps to separate colours that have been mixed together, like the colours in these felt tip pens. I'm going to mark these 3 different colours onto the bottom of my chromatography paper. I'm using orange, green and brown. To separate the colours, we need to put the chromatography paper in water. chromatography paper works a bit like a sponge and will soak the water up. I wonder what will happen to the colour from the felt tip pen when water passes through it. It will take over an hour for water to move up the chromatography paper, so I'm going to film it using my special time-lapse camera. This means we can see it happening much quicker when we watch it back. All set? Look, the water is climbing up the paper and mixing with the ink from the felt tip pens. And can you see, as the water gets higher, the colours are starting to separate. Goes up with the water. Look, the orange has separated into yellow and red. The green has separated into yellow and blue. And look at the brown. It's separated into all the primary colours. Red, yellow and blue. How brilliant is that? So, we know we can find lots of different colours inside felt tip pens and paint. But did you know there are also lots of different colours in light? Light outside comes from the sun, and the light from the sun is called white light. But you should never look directly at the sun. But white light is actually made up of lots of colours. Let me show you. To see all the colours that make white light, I'm going to use this. It's called a prism. Light travels in a straight line. But when light travels from the sun and passes through the prism bends the light. And when this happens, the colours that are inside the light separate out. This is called dispersion. But what does dispersion look like? Wow, look at the light coming through the trees. Can you see all the different colours? There's some red and some yellow. Oh, there's some blue and some green. A colour called indigo and another one called violet. These are different shades of the colour purple. Where else do we see these colours? That's right, a rainbow. And we see rainbows when the sun shines and it's raining. The rain works just like my prism. It separates out the colours in the light that comes from the sun. How incredible is that? I loved finding out how colours are made. What was your favourite bit? Can you remember what we call the colours red, blue and yellow? That's right, they're called primary colours. Did you hear the sound my paintbrushes made when they were swishing around in the glass? And did you see the felt tip pen ink separate into different colours on my special time-lapse camera? So the next time you paint a picture, you'll know how to mix primary colours to make new colours. And the next time you're dancing to music, you'll know how the speakers playing the music works. Oh, I think my favourite song's about to start. I'll see you next time.
There are lots of things